Alright, so I tried to promise myself that I wouldn't do a video speaking on hot topics, not the store. Sensitive topics that everyone keeps blowing up your news feed with already, because everyone said whatever needs to be said, or what they think needs to be said. I wanted to stay away from political issues, because people want to push their political agenda on you, and if you're wrong, they cuss you out and think you suck. But I'm a father, as most of you know. I have four children, 2 sons, 2 daughters. And I want to speak about Parkland, Florida. Basically what I want to speak about is the assholes I've seen online. Okay, so first and foremost, regardless of whether those children that we saw on TV that gave those beautifully impassioned speeches were actors or not, it doesn't matter if the FBI hired them for whatever political agenda they're trying to push this week, whether it was to sell more guns, because, every time something like this happens and everyone talks about gun control, automatically everyone in the world goes and buys every weapon they can find. And that's fine. But the fact remains, actors are not. People lost their lives that day. I believe it was February 14th, which is even a little more fucked up. 17 total, children and adults. The adults were younger than me. The children, the youngest one was 14. I have a daughter who's 14, and that hit me. That hurt me so much. I couldn't imagine getting that phone call and going to the school and waiting for my child who's not coming back out. Sorry. Children shouldn't have to worry about dying at school. The biggest thing they should have to worry about is the pop quiz that they may or may not have been paying attention in class for. Whether or not, worrying about whether or not so-and-so likes them. That's the biggest thing I want them not to worry about. That was all I ever worried about in school. I didn't have to worry about... It never even crossed my mind in the 90s when I was in high school, early 90s. It never even crossed my mind that someone would come into my school, and shoot up people that I know, or me. It's mind-blowing, and I can't believe that it happens so frequently. If we're dropping the ball and we're allowing our children to die for some bullshit political agenda about gun control, about, we need to sell more, or we need to eliminate this, that's horrible. And there's a special place in hell for you. And I sincerely hope that you get everything you deserve. More importantly, are these... You have to excuse my language, but more importantly, what pisses me off are these self-centered pieces of shit that have the audacity to only be concerned about, you can't take my weapons, you can't have my AK-47 or my AK-15, you can't stop me from this and that. You know what, man? Fuck you. You obviously have no children, you obviously have no soul, if all you're concerned about is that those children were fake actors, and that you're worried about them taking your guns. You are failing as a human being. You're a terrible, miserable person. And you know what? I don't want you to have your guns. I don't want you to ever own a weapon. I don't even want you to have a fucking butter knife. You know what? You want to put jam and jelly and peanut butter on your fucking sandwich, use your fucking finger. Again, I apologize because I get a little heated about these things. I'm not the biggest... I don't know shit about guns. I'll be straight up. I don't know shit about guns. I do know that next February I'm eligible as a felon to be able to get one, or to apply for one and possibly get one. And I'm going to, because unfortunately in this world, we need it. I want you to have your weapons. I've got several friends who I consider family that have them, multiple ones, and they're not retarded, they're not ignorant with it. My friend Will, my friend Donald, my friend Ben, all of them have weapons, and they talk about them, and they love them, and they're upgrading them and modifying them. And I love hearing it because, A, I don't know about it, but it's as any collector knows. I don't care if you're collecting toys, Nikes, hats, records, CDs, whatever. Like, for me, I collect music. I know that Stick to Your Guns has various versions of this record. I want them. I'm going to know about them. I'm going to know everything about that record. I'm going to know everything about that band that I can find out. And guess what? I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to learn about it. Same should go for a weapon. I guess this is where the gun control part comes in for me. As I said, I don't want you to not have your weapons. But I expect you, if you have more than one, even if you just have one, just one, I expect you to know everything about it. I expect you to know everything about a weapon that there is to know. Whether it's that 9mm or that fucking 1911 that you have, or that AK-47, AK-15, or that shotgun. I want you to know everything about that. If I look at your weapon and ask you what this little thing is right here, I want you to be able to tell me exactly what it is. Without scoffing, without being a turd, without being whatever. I want you to know about it, because guess what? If I'm with you and there's a need arises, I want you to have that fucking thing. And I want you to blow someone's fucking face off if they're trying to break into your house, if they're trying to hurt your wife or your child. Back to children again. That seems harsh, I know, and I don't care, because that's what they're for. They are actually for protection. They're not for just going out into a school because you had a bad experience in school, so now you want to shoot it up and punish kids and parents that had nothing to do with you. So it sucks because there's funding. There's no way in hell there will ever be proper funding for this. But we can hope. We can hope and pray, but we all know that the government will not allow something as simple as this to pass. I mean, hell, they haven't even made marijuana legal in every fucking state yet, when its properties are better than any stupid Percocet or whatever that you could take. That's beside the point, I apologize. Why is there not better, stricter laws or requirements to be able to carry one? Why can't you have to have a mental evaluation? Why can't you have to have certain hours in a class of training? The FBI and our military and our police, before they're issued their weapons, they are trained with them. Why should that be any different? I mean, obviously don't paramilitary train Billy Joe who lives next door, because that's just retarded. But that same mindset of make that person understand that weapon inside and out, and then after that, make sure they're stable enough, mentally stable enough to have it. How is that an issue? How is that even a problem? And how is any of this being misconstrued by some people to think that they're just like, nope, we want to take your weapons? Okay, yes, there are some misguided people who don't want you to have a weapon whatsoever, and fuck them, they're stupid. Learn about it, and then the mental evaluation. I think it's Japan. You have to have a mental evaluation every 3 years after you've been approved to have your weapon. And they don't have school shootings. They have other issues, deeper issues that have nothing to do with weapons. So that's not even the point. That's just like the idiots that are posting these memes where it's like, oh, in the early 1900s, Poland banned weapons, and then they were invaded by whatever. Blah. That's irrelevant, you retard. You are a dumbass, and I don't want you to have a weapon. I know I keep saying that, but if you're that stupid, You should not have a weapon. You shouldn't have a license. I just want people to feel safe. Obviously, no matter what kind of laws and provisions are put into owning a weapon, however big or however small, there's going to be people that can get around it, you know? Your best friend can go buy it for you and sell it to you or give it to you. And there you go. There you've got a weapon. You can go rob 7-Eleven. You can go shoot your neighbor because you don't like his dog barking. I don't want you to do all that, but... And I'm not dumb enough to think that a little bit stricter laws are going to prevent any of that. But at the same time, I don't think anyone that owns a weapon would be adverse to having to take a mental evaluation, because we change as people mentally, physically, and emotionally over the years. You know, things happen to us, good or bad, that change us. Mostly both. It's both. Bad things happen, we get sour, we get twisted. You know, good things happen, we become better people. You know, your tastes change. You might not like country when you're 12, but suddenly you're a huge country fan when you're 27. You don't like mustard and potatoes and whatever. When you're an adult, that's all you want. Sometimes together, it's kind of gross. But the fact remains, people change. So yeah, when you take your first evaluation, it's cool, you're fine. But then 3 years later, you know, you could change. And they could find out you're suicidal. They could find out whatever. I don't know. Like I said, it's all part of a pipe dream that sucks, unfortunately. Something needs to be done. There's something wrong and something so flawed that our children are getting killed and no one really seems to care. And that I find that absolutely disgusting. Superbly and supremely disgusting that it's okay. It's okay to push whatever agenda you have this week by allowing children to die. By allowing anyone to die. It's stupid, pointless, and you suck as a human. And it's kind of sad and terrifying at the same time, because even my children know better than these adults who are making laws for us. You know, I've got friends that have children, beautiful children. You know, Donald and Danielle have a beautiful daughter. My friend Ben and his wife have beautiful children. My brother Sean, he has a beautiful daughter. My brother Grant, he's a stepfather, but he's got so now he has a beautiful daughter. You know, and it just sucks that people are so stupid and ignorant that they're only concerned about themselves, me, and not concerned about the lives of others or their well-being. Because, you know, like with this recent shooting, 17 people lost their lives, countless others seriously injured, hospitalized. Even the ones that weren't hurt are forever traumatized now. And the fact that no one's stepping up to try to correct this issue, this problem, is bullshit. It sucks. You know, we're supposed to be here to take care of each other. We're supposed to be here to take care of our children and to teach them. And when you allow something like this to happen and go unnoticed and go unpunished or unchanged in any way to provide comfort and some sort of peace of mind, you failed. We have fucking failed. Humanity is fucked. And it sucks. It's sad. I hate it. Because there's nothing I can do about it. I can try. That's why I'm doing this right now. I'm verbally diarrheaing all into your ear right now. You know what? And maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe because I don't know about weapons. I'm dumb. And I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's fine. Tell me in the comments. give me your opinion. I want real opinions. I don't want you to just be like, well, fuck you, John, you're stupid, you don't know nothing, you're a felon, you suck. I mean, I already know that. That's not the issue here. Give me your input. I want to know what you think. I want to hear how you think this can be solved, because I know a lot of you have kids. I know a lot of you have little brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, and you would hate for this to happen to them in any capacity, whether it's just the mental abuse from it, or knowing that their friend died or they died. So I'm just gonna end now before I ramble on too much. But for real, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you feel about this. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll make another one.